Chapter 4 John, why did it happen? The interview. Bruce equals greater than 1B. Bruce, FBI agent interview John. A man came into the station. He was walking slowly but firmly, headstrong, young and determined. Agent Bruce Langton. He slowly walked through the halls, sizing the place up and making little mental notes about the people here, what colors the detectives were wearing, whose desk had bouncy heads and whose had pictures of their family. XX. Agent, what was the general shape of the station? Did they focus more on cleaning and organizing their files, or did they prefer the hard approach? Agent Langton calmly opened the door to the interrogation room. He came and took one look at John and knew exactly what to ask. Jacob Andres, how is that chick you were dating named Adele? She's good. She's living with her mom in France. For a few months, until her dad gets better. Has had heart surgery. So what happened here? Well, the stadium had this big airline thing, right? So the eggheads figure they try and throw an ad thing mid-game. They burned a fuse and left the house stadium blind for about 10 minutes. Gave her guy time to escape. How did it happen? What was the ad? Well, you're gonna love this. One of the players throws the ball mid-air, right? The ball just up and flies away. What do you mean it flies away? It just went up and flew and then it stopped. It's in the air, right? And as it's up there hanging, noting around it, then it pops and a light came out. What will they think of next? What's that have to do with the lights? Did they use a magnet or something? I don't know. I have the locals on that. Anyway, as the stadium lights start shutting of the boss's son of Vince Johnson and his friend John Mock West get worried. Oh, they go up to the office and there they find his body. The kind walk in, they find the body and then they hear a noise. Apparently the killer's still there cleaning up. Kids notice a bat of the killer's stuff on the desk. They take a bunch of rocks and a knife out and they hide in the bathroom. Killer comes in, does something, then he leaves the room. The boys come out, go into the hallway. As they're walking, the killer comes out of nowhere and chases them. They run down the stairs. There, a technician hears them and goes to check on the noise. The killer goes after them. As the guy opens the door to see what's going on, the killer stabs him 3 times in the gut and leaves the guys some time to hide. Third, downstairs, they try going out through the locker room onto the field, but the bad guy's onto them and cuts them up in the tunnel. The boys see him, they back off, hide in the locker room, and then he comes in. He looks for them, but then one of the guys pushes him into a hot tub and runs up. At that time, the lights are coming on all over the stadium and the team goes in. The killer disappears. The kids run up into the stadium, but before they can warn everybody, boom, the air guy sets up a bomb to clear his tracks. Done. Explaining. John is in the shower. Samantha walks in. Jay, hey Samantha, hey, how are you holding up? Jay, good. Vince got the worst of it. He really got it bad. You know, has kind of. I don't know. I really don't. I think he might have lost it. So, well, maybe he'll get better. Everybody has bad stuff happen to them every now and then. Jay, yeah, pause. Sometimes bad shit sticks to you. It might maybe fuck with your life a bit, and then, I don't know, it gets worse before it gets better. And maybe it never gets better for some people and they just keep on going, endlessly getting worse. Samantha closes in and kisses him on Hess' forehead. Then she gently moves her lips onto Hess' left cheek. As he breathes in her gorgeous scent, he grabs her waist, holding her tight. Their mouths touch and they start kissing. Their kiss is ever growing with passion and respect for one another's pain. John's pain is that of worried shock and doubt. Samantha's is that of empathy. John's friend was left without a father. He saw his Vader's dead body lying on the floor. He was given no warning, only a smig of wonder of what was going on. He wasn't prepared for this, not him of all people. Him Bunce was scared and alone to take care of his family. Hess' brother was only a child, and yet Hess' only memory of his Vader's pride was that of a soccer game. Imagine that, a 9-year-old boy left without a Vader, and the only thing he remembers achieving in front of him is scoring a goal. And to make matters worse for Francis, his dad's job was to run a football stadium. John thought that every second of every morning. He remembered that night. How was his friend Vince supposed to cope with that? He couldn't even cope with what had just happened not a full day ago. What was he supposed to do to help him? I feel like I should be the one lying there. He saw it to Samantha. That's crazy, she replied, third, noting you could have done to prevent this. I know, but I was the one who saw it. We should check on Vincent's dad. If it weren't for him, that technician would have never lost his life. No, you can't think that. Tried to force him to understand. It was an accident. Whatever you did or didn't do, you'll have to expect that. You only a man, a good, charming man and a friend anyone would wish to have. I wanted you from the moment I saw you because you were the most kind, generous soul I have ever seen, and I won't let you do this to yourself. If you want to blame yourself, then blame one too. If I wasn't that scared of you leaving for MIT, I'd have saw you there with you, and you would have never left me alone. Okay.